Welcome into Warped, the unnecessary Star Trek podcast. What will happen next? I'm Erin.
I'm Matt.
I'm Shawn.
I'm Jake.
I'm Minwin.
That was very good. I liked that. Thanks, Erin.
Yay! And there's no May today.
What episode are we watching, Erin?
Season 3, episode 6, Booby Trap.
Booby.
Trap.
Do not be misled. There are no boobies in this
And no side butt.
No.
But is there a trap?
There is a trap, sort of.
There we go.
A booby trap does have a double entendre, too. So I got 45 minutes and 47 seconds on the clock. Punching the triangle in 3, 2, 1, punch.
Yow.
One of the rare episodes that doesn't start with the ship.
Wow, the beach.
Geordi's macking.
This is the music that's playing in the background with Geordi on the beach.
He's got a lot of coconut drink.
Another Coco No-No? I love the name of the drink.
Mm-hmm.
How can I be on that beach? I
Even
wanted to
Geordi's leisure wear is the same color as his uniform.
Yeah.
He just really likes that sort of orangey, yellowy color.
Geordi's about to pull the stretch and,
No.
Scooch.
yeah.
No.
So if you haven't noticed yet,
They're on the
there's
holodeck.
there's the guy. He's playing a violin, but
But
it
it sounds like a horn.
sounds like a Mexican trumpet for some reason.
That's a cool trick.
In case you haven't gathered, Min, by this opening scene, this is a creepy Geordi episode.
Oh, yeah. Like, her reactions are not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and this isn't even the main girl. Like, this girl isn't even part of the story. Geordi is Geordi. Whenever they give Geordi a love plot, it's always creepy and weird and uncomfortable. And in this one, he
Grand
falls in love.
tradition of all engineers on Star Trek
All Star
shows
Trek
having
engineers.
creepy women issues.
Yeah.
So Miles comes along. He sort of breaks.
Oh, that's true.
He breaks.
But he's married. He has his own.
So, does Geordi never get a lady?
He has
No.
the
Every
starship.
once in a while, they'll do an episode like this where he has a love interest plot, but he never has like a regular, full, like no regular relationship.
Oh, okay.
No one ever comes back, more than once.
He's in love with the ship.
Yeah,
But
that's clear.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
This whole
episode-
episode is about
I think he's in love with Data.
this whole
Really?
episode is about convincing Georgia that you should just maintain the relationship you have with the ship.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
the one that's working for you.
Uh,
So Jordy's in a mood because his date went poorly. So he's come in to drink his sorrows away with Guinan.
And they're like traveling through a asteroid field or something? That seems dangerous.
well, yeah, it's sort of the remnants of a planet that was blown up.
Oh. Ooh, yikes. Hmm.
I like that they were playing three-dimensional chess. That's old
Yep.
school Star Trek.
Yeah.
For it.
So you see Picard's outfit doesn't have the weird seams down the nipples anymore.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the
Ah.
uniform that will stay through the rest of the show.
The planet's name, are you guys going with Aurelius 9 or Aurelius Icks?
It's yes. I was gonna say 9, but now that you say X, I'm going with X.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Icks is a lot better.
better, right? Although it's all blown up. Did it have any life on the planet beforehand? Is this like
Yes.
tragic?
Yes, it's a war.
gosh.
Min, say Aurelius Icks again.
Aurelius Icks. A Promelian battlecruiser. Wow, they're going real Star Trek sci-fi labels here.
Mm-hmm.
Lang psychofusion. Aurelius
Min,
Icks.
say Aurelius Icks again.
With your spring break, come to Aurelius Icks, where it's not gonna be dicks, it's gonna be Icks.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a Senor Frog that Aurelius Icks.
Aurelius Icks.
When the Promelians go to promenade, do they call it a prom?
I hope they do. Take us there, Shawn.
We're watching.
Where's my
season
sad
3.
failure sound? I can't find it.
Oh.
Season 3, episode 6, Booby Trap. October 28th, 1989. The Enterprise triggers an ancient yet effective trap left by an extinct race, with the perfectly preserved derelict ship serving as cheese for Picard. Erin, you watched the episode.
Yeah.
What do you think the IMDb rating is of this episode?
It's got a lot happening in it.
There's a lot going on.
Well, it
I'll
was a
give it
whoopee episode.
7.5.
Wow.
7.5 on the nose.
Hell yeah, and I didn't cheat, you guys. I promise.
That's what cheaters normally say right away.
I know, right?
Yeah, people always admit to not cheating right after they answer.
Erin's got a good reputation, so she's like the teacher's pet. So I'll let it pass.
But really, I just don't try that hard. So
Yeah. I would never accuse you of doing more work than you need to for this show.
right?
That would be scandalous.
It's kind of my brand now. So
But you did watch this episode.
I did. I watched it today. I enjoyed it.
What did you like about it? What was cool? What was good? What are we looking forward to?
Well, it starts off pretty strong with like being on a beach and Geordi's all weirdness. Like that's a little different. Guinan's in it. That's gonna be good when he gets some advice from her.
Yeah.
Then there's all this like battle cruiser stuff and Picard's childhood. Like he gets all happy to be on a relic. So
Yeah. Picard gets a Jones in for.
and then they have to get out of the booby
warships.
trap, and that's a whole.
Yeah.
And then they say booby trap about 15 times in a row.
Yeah.
It's not boring for sure. There's a lot of stuff.
Shawn really gives the emphasis on that booby trap.
Just get ready for the amount of times you're going to have to drink in this episode.
Well, do we have to drink when we say it as well?
No. Just when the show says it, but that'll be enough.
God.
I like your idea, man. I might need to
had a
kind of read
long. You've had a long year.
Yeah.
Tell me about it, girl.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Never gets old.
Matt has been
Picard's
sharp.
all excited about ships and bottles.
Yes, Picard is.
And ships
Yeah.
in bottles.
He doesn't understand why you wouldn't. Why would you not want to play with a ship in a bottle?
Right?
Alien. Do they have Pomeranians on the Promelians? That eat pomegranates.
They have Pomeranians.
Yeah, yeah, right.
It's a race of little dogs.
Worf looks exactly like an action figure in the show, right? Like an animated.
Up straight. So
There's a
straight up and down.
stiffness, and just I suppose his hair is also just like plastic feeling.
I like that little moment there. That was good. That was a good little
Yeah.
moment with the three of them.
Yep.
Picard being into ship in a bottle building is so in character for him. It's like the perfect fussy hobby for somebody like Picard to have.
And he's trying to bond, and Data's like, I didn't have a childhood, and Worf.
Riker doesn't buy into
Worf's
the-
like, I'm a Klingon. I didn't have toys. Data's like, I was never a child. So.
Yeah. It's
Miles
like,
like
I am too.
bottles though. Miles
Riker
knows
doesn't
Greg.
buy it. He thinks he was just kissing up to Picard.
Is that what he says?
Well, he kind of looks at him, and then Miles gets all defensive. He's like, I did. I really did. I like this. Great fun.
Riker's like, I was too busy getting laid.
That's right.
Yeah.
He was getting his ship into bottles.
Mhm.
Yeah. Riker's just competitive. He doesn't want anyone top dogging him.
Or raw dogging him.
Whoa. I don't know. I
I
failed.
don't think he wants anyone raw dogging him. I don't think he minds raw dogging somebody.
I think he'd be open to Data. Whoa.
This is Patrick Stewart getting a old people antiques roadshow boner for this ship.
Yeah.
It's like it's perfectly preserved.
Jacob, how's your oxygen levels down there? Is everything good?
They're nominal.
How's Screeny looking? Is your cell rate good?
Heart.
Do you have heart?
What does blood say?
Brain.
Blood is good.
Lungs are good. Heart says yes.
Yes. All good then.
Yeah.
All, reading's all good.
Systems go.
But it feels like
Let us
they're
know.
in like.
Let us know when you get down to the sub, so that you can start removing the nuclear bomb that was left on there.
All
Both
right,
of
here
the wires
she
are
comes.
yellow.
There's this one scene with Whoopi Goldberg.
She's got her red outfit on today.
Wearing her purple. Yeah, what is that? Sort of a scarlety color.
Well, she, just ran off the set of Sister Act and came in and did this.
she's giving love advice, so she's got her heart. She's got her red outfit on.
Sanguine colors.
I like your read of that, Shawn. That was very literate.
Usually she has bluish. Usually she wears sort of a bluish thing.
This is when we learn that Guinan likes bald dudes. So ...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's into bald dudes.
It's on.
She's wearing her fuck me hat. Geordi's wearing his fuck me visor. It's just that they have very different effects on people.
His fuck me banana clip that he wears today.
Wow.
She's talking about Picard here, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did they have a thing? Do they?
No, but I think that she says she likes bald men because because a bald man took care of her once when she needed help, and I think that that's supposed to be a reference to Picard, because they never really explain to you how Picard and Guinan know each other.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all just sort of left a little bit mysterious what their relationship is.
Yeah.
Which I like. I like that they don't spell it out.
You don't need to know.
Yeah.
So she's telling him to chill out and just be himself, basically, and not try so hard, which is good advice.
He's like, because Wesley said that Geordi had spent like days building the holodeck program for their date. And it's like, you can just go into the holodeck and order off the shelf, right? You can just go in and say, give me a beach setting and some romantic music. You don't have to.
There's that 10 forward place you could take her to and not really creep her out by creating some holodeck program.
That too.
Yeah, I feel like 10 forward is too public for like, if you want to have a romantic date, you want to be more.
Yeah, but first date, maybe like, for war.
Everyone's all up in your business in 10 forward.
Yeah, but do you really want to have a first date with someone where you're not around other people?
Well, sure. Was that their first date, though? Is that what he? Is that
I don't know. I guess they don't ever say, but I got to imagine, why would she have gone on a second date?
No, on a first date, you definitely go to a public place where there's lots of other people.
I mean, unless she's just super nice and was like agreed to a second date, because her reaction.
So Guinan told him, stop being such a tryhard and just relax.
Yeah.
Instead, what he does is goes to the hologram and build a sex hologram.
Yeah, that works too.
Really?
Oh,
instead of taking Guinan's advice and chilling out, he does the exact opposite of chilling out.
Yeah. But it's to save the ship, you guys.
He basically figures out a way to fuck the ship.
No.
Yeah.
In the form of a hologram woman.
I would say he figures out a new way to.
Yeah.
A less messy way.
Or is it still
not greasing the Phillips tubes?
Even from 10 fathoms below, Jake still got the zingers.
Yeah.
Producer Jacob, you're not getting lonely down there yourself, are you? We provided enough material for your.
We gave him that copy of Sex by
Madonna. Gave him that Madonna sex book.
Yeah. It weighs 50 pounds, but it was worth it.
It's not that sex book, but it is a sex book with a compendium of equally uncomfortable poses.
Vanilla Ice's sex book that he did last year.
So what's happening? They beamed over. Oh, she's wearing the teal.
Yeah, she's got
and a dress. She's got a dress on.
Yeah,
That's
she's worn that before. You might not have been here.
Maybe that was one of the ones you were here for.
Yeah. Okay. It's actually got pants underneath and a skirt over the top.
Yeah. Practical in case she needs to go down. It
covers up her, Now we'll never know if she has camel toe.
Erin said she didn't.
It's definitely a more forgiving look than the full cat suit, I suppose.
Yeah.
What are those two laughing about?
How much Picard is into things.
Yeah.
Oh, because he's normally such a hard ass.
Yeah, they're just excited about it. They're just amused by the fact that he's so into this old ship.
Yeah.
He just pulled his shirt.
Pulled the shirt down.
Oh, damn it. I don't know. I felt like Riker and Troy were exchanging some knowing looks, like they had just had a thing in the back.
Well, that might have happened too, but they made up the story that they were laughing at Picard.
Yeah.
So what is happening in this episode? They find this old wreck of a ship. Picard's all excited about it because he's into old things.
Yes.
They beam over there. They look around, and now they've beamed back.
And then the ship starts losing power, and there's a weird radiation that's starting to see coming around it. And they can't move the ship.
And now they're trapped. They're trapped in the booby trap.
Yes, now they've been trapped in the booby trap.
The titular booby trap.
So get your drinks ready because they're going to start saying booby trap a lot.
Yep.
And they can't figure out because
what is a booby trap versus just a trap?
You mean what's the origin of the phrase booby trap?
Is there something special about a booby trap versus just calling it a trap?
I don't know.
There is a 1,000-year-old booby
Are booby traps more whimsical?
I could look it up real quick if you want me to.
Sure.
Booby traps.
So booby was a slang term for a stupid person.
Like a dumb bird.
Yeah, like a dumb booby bird.
Yeah.
And so a booby trap was like a trap that only a dummy would fall for.
Okay.
Wait, aren't there actually blue-footed boobies? Like those birds with the... Yeah.
There are.
Okay.
An unsophisticated trap that only a fool would fall for.
So they're implying that this complex thing that they've gotten trapped in was only a dummy would get into?
That seems weird to me.
Because this same booby trap is what killed the ship that they beamed over to.
I thought the chip was the trap.
No, the trap is actually in the pieces of rock.
Do you think that because there's also a relationship storyline, like the writers were like, oh, we'll say it's a booby trap, and it'd be like a innuendo.
I mean, booby traps make for good TV. I feel like more of a Gilligan's Island thing.
Geordi's getting himself caught in his own booby trap in this episode.
Right? Don't put your DD in that.
DD.
Man.
Do you have two?
No, I just wanted to keep it friendly. Yes, Matt?
Because apparently there was a guy on Reddit that said he had two for a long time, but it was just
wow. Did you read about the one about the woman who had two vaginas, and she used one for, she was an escort as well, so she used one for her clients, and then the other she used for her like real relationship. Sweet. Yeah, it is.
Was she on Reddit too? Because there was a woman on Reddit.
Yeah, she was on Reddit.
Because I think the joke then was like she should go with the guy with the two, but I guess he was faking, like it was just Photoshop.
Every key has a lock,
even if you've got two keys.
Oh man!
Surprise, motherfucker!
That's what you say. That's what you say when you encounter a person with more than one set of genitals.
Yeah.
Did you say that, or do they say that?
They say it to you.
Yeah.
Well, here's another fun fact. When I pictured them top to bottom, like boom, boom,
side by side.
Side by side.
I picture side by side.
I would picture top and bottom.
Me too. Just like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone else has to weigh in now. Side to side or top to bottom?
No, side to side. I bet.
That's
what that is. What that is a Siamese twin that didn't like fully come out. You know.
Yeah.
Producer Jacob.
Booms, but you can't have.
And Siamese twins never come out front to back. They're always side to side.
To side.
You got to break the tie here. We've got two side to side and two up and down.
Yeah, you know, back to back.
So one sticking out the front, one sticking out the back.
Ass to ass, isn't that a thing?
Yeah, like FedEx trucks do. Back to the episode.
Yeah.
I was just trying to throw us off the two vagina.
Of all the people on the Warped crew, wouldn't you say Jacob is our engineer?
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
I'm down here in engineering. What's going up on the bridge, guys?
Yeah.
That's why you sound so far. Hey, you're calling in from engineering.
Yeah.
How's the engine doing, Producer Jacob?
Way on the bottom of the ship, and that's a long way away.
We should have warp power. Do we have warp power on your end? You guys haven't really given me an update in a while.
I think we're doing good. We're doing good, guys. Are we doing good?
We're doing good.
Yeah.
We got booby traps.
I heard somebody talking about getting margaritas later. Is that still happening, guys? Or
No, that got canceled.
I don't know where you heard that. That's not happening.
Who
But I
told
heard
So
you.
don't bother going to 10
There is
forward
absolutely for sure
because
not margaritas
I think
in
they're
10
closed
forward.
now.
Yeah.
No, there's definitely not margaritas in 10 forward tonight at 1800 hours. So
No,
be sure you
not to
don't
go
go there. Don't
Okay,
go there.
well, I'm just signing this invoice that says that there's a shipment of blitters going to 10 forward, but probably
That's for a party
unrelated.
next week, and you're totally invited to that
Yeah.
one.
I don't know
Next
what
week.
that's about. No, that's Guinan. She requests weird stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
They were running low. Jacob, I did notice that you had booked the holodeck for the next 3 days. Are you okay? Do you want us to come by and check up on you? That's a long time.
It's my vacation, and I'd ask you not to get involved.
No problem. No
Thank you.
problem.
All right. If I looked like really dehydrated when I come back, just don't.
Always take a bottle of Gatorade with you, bro.
A bottle. Yeah. Well, you can pull a Bear Grylls if you need to. So now, Geordi,
They had posters of space on the wall again on this space station. Pictures of space.
Yep.
What?
He's like fondling these boards
Yep.
lovingly.
Is this a little creepy right here?
Yes, this is all creepy.
Yes.
He's like
Confirmed.
into,
So right
like,
now he's just talking to a voice,
He's just
Yeah.
talking to the computer.
Brahms.
but it's not the computer talking to him. It's the person. It's in
Right.
the voice of the person who is like the designer of the ship, basically.
Yep.
And now he's made her into
How long ago was that? Is she
holodeck.
dead?
No,
No, she's live. We're actually going to meet her
Oh.
again. The
the
real,
one.
the flesh and blood version, not the
Are they
hologram
going to have
version.
chemistry?
No, in fact,
No.
she basically calls Geordi out for being a creeper because she learns she learns that he created this hologram of her, and
Yeah.
she's like, "You created basically a sex bot of me. You're a creepy creeper," and she totally calls him out on it. It's pretty great.
Why is it a sex bot? Just because Geordi wants to get intimate, or he
Geordi
wants to learn?
fuck it. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I mean, he does
So
it.
what's happened, man, is that in order to figure out how to escape the booby trap, Geordi has created this holodeck program.
Yes,
Geordi has created this holodeck program to back when it's supposed to be a recreation of when the Enterprise was being built. So the Enterprise is still like under construction.
That's why she sort of
And
looks.
that woman is one of the people who helped to design and build the Enterprise.
Yeah.
So Geordi has had the holodeck recreate her so that he can talk to her about
To fix the problem.
how to fix
Gotcha.
the problem. But what's going to happen is that he's going to fall in love with her
Mm,
over the course of this rest of this episode. Spoilers.
She looks like she worked with Tesla to create the holodeck because she's like very like 1920s, 30s. Her hair, it's got a very certain style
so
to it.
Erin, to answer your question, that was only a few, like 4 years ago, because the
Okay.
Enterprise is brand new when Picard comes
Sure,
on
that
board in
makes
the
sense.
very
That makes
first
sense.
episode.
I just wasn't sure what they were being created, whether
No, the
She's-
Enterprise is brand
Fair.
new.
I didn't know
So-
how far back the technology origins went.
Yeah, look at those roof lights. The original Enterprise did not have anything like that.
And right now, she just talks like a robot because she's just like the holodecks.
It's just the
recreated whatever.
knowledge of the person.
But
not the
Geordi's
personality.
gonna like tell the holodeck. He's gonna tell the computer to like give her a personality based on her like personnel records and whatever, like whatever the computer Wikipedia has on her, like
Yeah.
build a real life version of her. And so it does. And then she becomes, it's like that moment in AI when the mom activates David and he goes from being like robotic to being like a real little boy. It's that exact moment.
You'll see it in the way she moves when she becomes real.
I just like to throw in AI references whenever.
Yeah.
Keep pushing it. Yeah. You'll spark the fire one day.
Recommendations: go see AI.
Watch AI. What a wonderful movie. We should watch that.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Is there a Star Trek connection?
I mean, it's science fiction.
Yeah.
We
It's
talked
in
about it.
3 parts.
Jude Law plays
Oh.
a sex
All
robot.
right.
There, she became human.
She's a person now.
Yeah.
And you can tell this is a pretty good performance. This
Yeah.
woman.
Oh, this actress, that was the fun thing I learned on this. She basically tried out for every major female character in Star Trek.
Uh-huh.
She was up for both
Beverly and
Deanna and not Deanna and Tasha Yar.
Oh.
She was up for Janeway, 7 of 9.
Wow.
And the Borg Queen in Star Trek First Contact.
Wow. She has bad luck auditioning for Star Trek because she didn't get any of those parts.
Well, it's tough competition out
what
there.
else has she been in besides this? Shawn?
Susan Gibney is the actress's name.
Mhm.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, dig in.
I don't think anything particular. She was on Lost, an episode of Lost.
Mhm.
She was a regular on Crossing Jordan.
These are the records. These are the records of the other ship that they're watching.
They're trying to figure out if they can get how they were trying to fight the same problem.
Right.
So they can figure out what not to do, maybe, because clearly theirs didn't work. She
Those
comes
aliens-
back. She's in an episode of Deep Space Nine as a different character.
Oh.
He just said booby trap.
Booby trap.
It's going to be a long episode. I love her hair. How long do you think it took her stylist to do that? Like an hour?
It's probably a wig.
Damn, really? I have bad wig.
That's
Do you think they would have taken the time to do that if they had just had a wig?
They would do that at a wedding. So yeah, for a TV show, sure. Yeah.
Seems like it would take a lot of time for a. Maybe she's an important character in the episode.
No. It's not important. It's not.
You would need a lot of hair to do that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I'm starting to get that hair. Now I want to have that.
With curlers.
Okay.
But it seems like it's like folded in on each other.
Yeah.
Down
There's a lot of mousse. There's a lot of mousse or spray or something going on.
Very 80s.
Hold that shape.
Did you ever do that, Erin?
Yeah, we've talked about Erin's hairspray predilection when she was young.
Oh yeah, my bangs could not move, you guys. That was.
Yeah, the garden weasel.
If you had ever gotten shot with a bullet in the forehead, would it have just bounced off the bangs?
Yes. I got my hair done fancy for prom, but I can't remember exactly. It took a while.
Yeah.
I was Titanic themed.
Was this
really
DiCaprio
The
Titanic?
prom wasn't, but I was.
Oh, okay.
No, man. The actual Titanic.
Well, I don't know. They
had it look like a sunken ship.
No, they had those before. It's like a 1920s flapper thing.
Nobody did a prom-themed Titanic before the Leonardo DiCaprio movie came out.
Jake, you're down on the Titanic right now. Can you...
I mean,
Have you found the remains of Billy Zane?
Think about what the themes of proms usually are. One moment in time, enchantment under the sea. I mean, it's all basically Titanic.
Yeah, it is.
I don't
without the death.
I don't even remember the theme of my prom.
I know it had something to do with stars, but I don't know the exact name.
There you go. Erin, what about you? You got to remember. Come on, Erin.
Then it was Titanic.
No, literally, it's just that was the inspiration to my look for the prom.
But the actual official theme.
It was some kind of one moment in time bullshit.
You ever seen, what's that movie called? It's with James Franco. Whatever It Takes. You ever seen that? Sort of James Franco. It's sort of a Roxanne. What's the original play
Cyrano?
called? There you go. Cyrano storyline. And they have prom, and the theme of the prom is a Titanic. And
There you go.
They're like, people died on the Titanic, and yet they're having a prom based on it.
So romantic, though. No, I was just the style of my dress, and it actually turned out pretty good. But yeah, that was the fussiest hair thing I've ever done. Maybe aside from my own wedding reception.
I was going to ask, what about your wedding? What was your wedding hair?
That took a while. My wedding reception was more like Rita Hayworth. Like, it was 40 style, actually. But
like sort of wavy.
Like Gilda look for the hair, not rolled back like that. But
do you remember being like obsessed with your wedding and the details? You're like, oh, I'm gonna do this and that and boom, 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 boom.
Shawn was there. He knows it wasn't.
It was the actual wedding was
not a wedding.
Awesome.
Yeah,
it was awesome, but it wasn't traditional by any.
It was inside their apartment. We were all just sort of wearing skivvies, like they were like wearing sweatpants and t-shirts. It was me and my wife, Catherine, and our friend James and his fiance, or I don't know, they were together, Deidre. I think our other friend Danny was there, maybe?
Yeah.
Your sister there?
Yeah.
Very small, though, it sounds
Jake,
like.
were you there?
I was there.
Okay. And they had a guy come in who had a typewriter. And he had to fill out the form
work ahead of time.
He had to fill out the wedding license on a typewriter that probably weighed 150 pounds.
That's
and it was
part of the spiel.
I think he got it off of Norman Mailer's desk,
the estate auction.
And proceeded to tell us as we were sort of just sitting
Booby
there chatting. Booby trap.
Oh, you just said booby trap.
Yeah.
We were all just sort of chatting, waiting for him to fill in this form. And then he informed us that us talking was making it too hard for him to do it.
Well,
we all stay completely silent for about 10, 15 minutes.
10, 15 minutes?
No, he was at the typewriter. Picture it. He looks over his shoulder and he said, "What really makes this hard is all the noise."
That's exactly
And then I proceeded to pull my soon-to-be husband in the hallway, and I was like, "This motherfucker's got to go." Like, he can be fake married today, but like, he's got to get out of here.
How did your soon-to-be husband enable that process? And he was like, "We're done."
We went through with it.
They went through with it. We all sat there very quietly for 10 minutes. Looking at each other, giving knowing glances.
And I remember he didn't know how to spell Oregon because he had to put like, "Where's your mom from?" or whatever.
Yeah. How do you spell Oregon?
Jordy's
and we all laughed at each other, but not laughed out loud.
Yeah.
Then he left. The best part was he left. We closed the door. A second later, started just talking immense shit about the guy as loud as we possibly could.
Yeah.
And then 2 seconds later, there was a knock on the door, and he had left his jacket.
Yeah, blazer. Yeah.
You guys kept talking shit about him while you gave his jacket back. That dude was weird.
And he was afraid of Poochie stars.
Oh, I don't remember that part, but
yeah.
What is
that tracks.
What's
a Poochie star?
It was their dog. It was their dog back in the day.
You can't be. Yeah.
Poochie Stars was a little white mop. Like,
yeah.
No one would be afraid of Poochie Stars.
Geordi's like, Captain Picard's found my fleshlight.
Yeah, Picard walked in like, what the fuck is going on?
I thought you're supposed to be doing work. We're not going to die here soon, Geordi, and you're hitting on some hologram whore. What the hell, dude?
Picture of space on the wall.
Yay.
To quick answer the rest of your question, Min, then after that, I went to the like beauty's place for like 5 hours and got the prettiest I've ever been in my life.
The reception was awesome. They had like Bollywood dancers come.
Oh wow!
I had fake eyelashes.
Dance.
Wow. Jeez.
They had a photo booth.
I think this is when you lived on the East Coast, man.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would have been there.
For sure. I mean, who can deny fake eyelashes?
Right?
I personally wasn't invited, but that's okay.
You were You were in
up north.
Up north.
Oh, was I in law school?
Yeah.
What year was it?
I don't remember you being around during that time.
Yeah, it was 2005, 2006? 7. It was always 7.
Yeah, you're right. I was in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like our friendship kind of blossomed most from this. Yeah. I only knew you kind of like through other people, sort of, before.
Right. I didn't know you. You and I didn't really know each other very well at all.
But
knew you as, you know.
Yeah. Our friendships have gone where no friendships have gone before.
That's true.
Well, no, I hope they.
See, Jean-Luc has a real love of the past, right?
Yes,
It's one of his defining characteristics. He likes old-timey stuff.
They're gaming now. Geordi and the hologram are gaming.
Yeah, they are.
Hologram, that sounds good. That's like Gem and the...
Geordi and the hologram.
What was that cartoon?
There you go.
Gem and the holograms.
Yeah, Gem and the holograms.
Truly outrageous.
Yeah.
Oh, they won.
I mean, they work well together, so there's that bond for sure, which makes sense. I mean, it's Geordi and his dragon.
Well, yeah, it's the whole thing.
Anyway, this is all boring.
Well, do you have all connect for us then, Matt?
Connect all.
Yeah, connect all.
Connect. I have a connect all.
It's connect
play
three.
Connect all.
Yeah. Let's have a little.
No, let's call it Connect 4 and screw up another and actually use somebody else's IP.
Why do they call it
and
4?
get sued.
Just have multiple lawsuits.
Get sued from both Hasbro and
all
the BBC.
different sides.
Yeah.
Every time we play the box office game, I'm like, the blank check people are gonna find out about this somehow.
They can't claim.
It's all right. They stole our idea. They do live audio commentaries.
Yeah, because we invented that concept. Sure. You know, I was looking at their Patreon the other day. Shawn, you probably already know the answer to this, but does anybody else want to guess how much money Blank Check, which is this very successful podcast that Shawn and I both listen to, how much money do you think they make on their Patreon every month
90,000
from their subscribers?
90,000.
No, it's $37,000, which I thought was a fuck ton of money. A month. That's a lot of money.
Wow.
For two guys and their producer to split.
Yeah, for sure. That's funny. I thought it would be more because the D&D podcast I listen to makes like 70,000 a month. So I could definitely see big podcasts or big.
It's just amazing. Like
totally, it's absolutely amazing.
We could,
we're getting there.
We could all quit our
$1 at a time.
If we had 37,000 a month, or I could anyway. The rest of you, I don't care.
Suddenly, we would be off the podcast.
Well, we're going to retire on Erin and Philippe's
into a date situation.
Cast Ranch.
It's like having life insurance policies on everybody. Life insurance is evil, man. It always comes into those datelines.
Oh yeah,
some rando person pulls a file on them. They're like,
it's not rant. It's usually a spouse.
Well, sure.
Jean-Luc is like, I'll fly the ship, Wesley. Thank you.
Can you imagine, like, if your dad wanted to get on the computer game and he was like, "Oh, I got this Minecraft. Let me show you.
I can play the Minecraft."
It's more like Wesley's fine for flying the ship when it's just cruising around. Well, but whenever anything important has to happen.
Look at Jean-Luc. I am not trusting
only the third time on the show that you'll see him take the helm. There's two other episodes he does it.
Really?
That's it. According to IMDb trivia.
It really should be Riker, because in universe, Riker is like
the better pilot.
Supposed to be a badass pilot, right?
I am putting Data in the pilot's chair all the time.
No, but they remember that was part of the point was when they ran those experiments in the holodeck, they realized that a computer couldn't do it. It needed to be somebody with a human.
Yeah. Written by a human, of course.
He's flying it.
I'm just telling you what they said. I'm not endorsing it.
Yeah. I hear you, Matt. I didn't mean to kill the messenger. I'm sorry. But it's also in Battlestar Galactica. Don't they write in that those pilots are better than the computer-controlled swarms?
Do they? I don't know.
Yeah. I felt like it, which seemed a little silly to me because, I don't know, computers are going to be...
I love that flying the ship is literally just pushing a button that is left or right. Like, do I want to go left? I push the left button.
It doesn't look so scary from the
I think it would have been better if they had just not used the close-ups on Picard's hand. Because that just makes it look kind of silly when you see the buttons he's pushing. Better to leave it in the imagination.
Yeah.
That's complex when he's got to punch in codes and shit.
Yeah, you want it to feel like it's hard, what he's doing.
But he's just pushing like the microwave start button.
He's pushing one button.
Yeah.
Oh, right, left.
Microwave popcorn.
Microwave popcorn. Yes.
Popcorn.
Yeah.
I don't like the popcorn button on my microwave.
It's best to control your own destiny.
I always do my own.
Wow, you guys got your own formula for popcorn.
Oh yeah, I even go off script to the back of the bag. I had 10 more seconds because I like it a little bit almost burnt. Yeah.
So you're saying you don't trust the microwave manufacturers to know what their machine is capable of? Oh, wow. Look at that move.
Look at that. We're going to do a loopy around this one.
Yeah.
He's strafing, right? Circle strafe. You got to know that for Doom.
So that's right. I did, bitches.
Yeah.
I'm Picard, baby.
We haven't heard from producer Jacob in a while. Have we lost connection? Producer Jacob, are you reading us all clear?
Jacob, come in from down below. Jacob.
Yeah.
Did you get left on that ship?
No.
No? Yeah.
Oh, wait, there he is.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say, except I'm enjoying margaritas on my own.
Well done. That's
and why did they have to blow up the...
So nobody else gets stuck in the...
Booby trap.
It's more about the booby trap.
What was the booby trap? Just something that that aliens had left a long time ago, nope. So it didn't really matter it didn't really matter who put the booby trap. It was just just a thing that happened.
It was the ship that was there was the warring planet with the planet that put the booby trap there.
Okay. So this was some long,
it's been there 1,000 years, right?
Thing that had just been sitting there all this time.
They blew it up so that the same thing doesn't happen
What's going to happen?
Nobody else will fall into the booby trap.
The booby trap.
She's basically telling him every time you talk to the engine,
every time you touch it,
it's dirty. She's saying,
oh my God.
because Geordi's like, I want to fuck the ship, and
they
I give you my permission.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Wait until the real Dr. Leah Brahm shows up.
Yeah.
She's going to be outraged.
Outraged, right? Because that's like
would you be outraged if somebody created a lifelike simulacrum of you, Min,
and they did bad things to it,
used it for their own purposes?
Absolutely, I would be upset.
Well, what purposes, really?
Well, let's not go into that.
Can I make a Min hologram that I just sit and watch TV and smoke weed with? Would that offend you?
No, I don't think that would. But there definitely be uses that I would not.
There are lines that could be crossed.
Yeah.
how did she find out?
She shows up on the ship if in a couple seasons for reasons that I don't remember.
Try to get something going. Like, how does she find out?
He does. Geordi tries to get something going with her because he thinks, and then she learns about the holodeck somehow, and she's like,
"That is
you're not in love." And she's like, you don't even like me. You don't
know me.
Fake version of me that you created in the holodeck." Like,
wow, that's quite a storyline.
Yeah, it's a pretty good episode.
Yeah. Well, that was a pretty cool episode. I like that. It was a good episode.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe it was just because we were watching it together, but it was actually better than I remember.
And was I right? And it was better than the last one too.
Oh yes, it was better.
For sure.
Well, it had Guinan.
I give it a 7.5, you guys.
There was a lot more going on. I mean, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I like
Picard had to fly the ship, you know.
Yeah.
You got that ship in a bottle talk early, which that's exciting.
That's a
It's
good
fun.
talk.
I like it when Picard gets to talk about his nerdy enthusiasms. That's always fun.
And I like knowing that there's going to be consequences to Geordi and this whole weird relationship ship thing. I just imagine him like having weird encounters with the ship now, and I don't know if I'm ready for that fanfic. That's a bit.
I'm kind of amazed that they brought her back, just because usually in these one-off kind of stories,
they kill it.
They never even talk about it ever again. But
Yeah.
they do actually follow up on this, which is pretty rare.
And I'm curious how they wrap it up. You know, like what's the conclusion of that? How do they resolve?
They only ever. She's only in the one more after that.
Yeah.
After this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you never really hear about her ever again.
We'll have to wait to see what happens. On a screen.
Erin, do you want to tell people how they can find us, or do you want me to do it?
Ooh.
Thank you all very much for listening
90
to
minutes.
You can rate, review, and subscribe on Apple, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on Instagram at Warped the Podcast or at lunar_flare for our merchandise. Email us at warpedthepodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter at Warped Trek. Follow me at Host Warped. Follow Min to learn about our Dungeons and Dragons and Call of Cthulhu live streams and podcasts at Wet Maynard. And most important of all, go to patreon.com/warped, become a subscriber, and get access to additional material and bonus episodes. Erin, take us out.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
My name is Matt.
I'm Shawn.
I'm Jake.
Erin.
Minwin. Goodbye. Get out.
You guys are gonna be doing any fun activities later? Let me know.
For sure.
No, there's no margaritas. I told you.
Yeah, I think you need
to decompress, or else you're gonna get the bends. You're gonna miss the party. I'm sorry, Jake.
But we'll Skype you in.
I'm not saying that's why we picked you to go down to the bottom of the ocean. It just kind of worked out.
It's just that, but it's not why we did it.
Awesome.